Yo, people. Simping helps capitalism and patriarchy. These are men who devalue themselves for beautiful women. They give money, resources, time, attention for very little or nothing in return. The problem is, for every 100 simps, there is always a pimp. When men watch porn, subscribe to OF, even spoil the woman they're dating, a lot of that money will be given to a pimp at the top. The men who own the websites and businesses that these women either use or give their money to. You see, capitalism and patriarchy always has a few men at the top, a bunch of women in the middle, and a ton of men at the bottom. These top few men don't care about competing with women. They are afraid of competition with other men. So to keep their power, they do things to reinforce simping. Because simping lowers men's self-respect, their self-worth, their confidence, their hard work, and their responsibility. They become less competitive to the men at the top. When men actually value themselves and build in society, it is a threat to the top percent of men. This is the worst case scenario for them. So they push propaganda to make men only think about women. They make them lustful. Schools are like this. They teach us to chase money. So we end up working for the top percent of men. So we feed into the system. Education should be teaching us to value our hard work, not completing tests and getting approval. That's why when men go towards purpose and direction, finding meaning, they start to evolve. They become a threat to the men at the top. They become competition. They also have increased self-respect, self-worth, confidence, hard work, responsibility, which all leads to a healthier love life, to better relationships, to a better society. Women have a lot of power over these simps. So instead of constantly extracting from them and feeding into the system, letting go of male validation would break the chain and help them work together. This is awareness for both men and women, but in the end, they will probably both listen to what the pimp says at the top. Watch my YouTube for more. One-on-one calls in the bio. Drizzle.